man like this doesn't know the law. You don't know the law.
I've got the petition.
I have a petition against Bitanya. I have a petition against her. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down. Upside down.
What the rules?
Listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution, and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact. Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Because these people, they are fools. They think they can mess around with people who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
What the judge said was that the case file was.
I don't recognize anything Binta Nyeko said today for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyeko is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Who is that person? People don't like cameras coming now. Binta Nyeko's husband and son are facing corruption charges. They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son.
Who are they like?
They are facing. It doesn't matter if they off it. In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. There is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated their judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. Disobedience to Superior Court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was.
All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So you can see what we're talking about. You can see why we, the Biafrans, will keep fighting these people. We will keep trying to spread all this information to the whole world so that they can realize what is actually happening in the Southeast. You can see Nnamdi speaking to these people, showing them the law. They made this law themselves and they cannot even implement the law. The appeal court said Nnamdi cannot be tried anywhere in Nigeria. That is the jurisdiction of the appeal court. So why then are you bringing him out every day? Every day you have a Nnamdi have a court case. And you keep adjoining these particular court cases. Every day you are adjoining. Every day you are joining. Every day you are joining court case since over 4 years now. Is DSS custody prison? If you know you cannot release Nnamdi Kanu, you can take him to the village square, or you can take him to Eagle Square, mount him there, hang him to death, or you shoot him firing squad. If you don't know what to do with him, he said it boldly. It is not a crime to agitate. He is agitating for the people of Biafra. Biafra is not a new thing to the ears of the world. There has been a conventional war that took the life of 4 million to 3 million people. So it's not a big deal, or it's not a new something. It is something that has been happening since our forefathers. This particular war has been going on for a very, very long time. So it's not a crime to agitate for the people of Biafra. The Nigerian system is so corrupt. The Nigerian judiciary system is so corrupt. Even the law, the appeal court jurisdiction, they cannot even obey the law. The law said that he cannot be tried anywhere in Nigeria. We were rejoicing because of what this deputy House of Red Speaker said, that the politicians have gone to meet Tinubu to agitate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We were so happy yesterday when we heard that there's an emergency court meeting of Nnamdi Kanu. Only for us to come out today and you guys are still adjourning the case. What are you adjourning for? You don't have to even change the charges to terrorism. You keep pushing this terrorism charge. Every time the Nigerian government tries to do anything with Biafrans, they push terrorism charge. Remember, they came together and they told us that IPOB is now a terrorist group. They said it themselves. So anything that concerns Biafra is terrorism to them. You can see how intelligent our leader is. Very, very intelligent and smart. The Nigerian government have come with so many offers. They even came with a settlement out of court. They have come with so many restrictions. I wonder what they told him yesterday that made them to adjourn this cause today. Because these particular politicians, you think they are fighting for you. This deputy speaker that keeps talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is agitating for his governorship election, who is trying to come out for governor of Abia State. None of them want the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They know that Nnamdi Kanu is the governor of Biafra land, and once he is released, them will be riffraff. Somebody like Soludo can never win any election in Anambra State if Nnamdi Kanu is to be released. So everything is very, very fake. The Nigerian government have destroyed itself because the world is watching. The world is watching. The judiciary system of Nigeria is dead and corrupt. You can see it. This particular Judge Binta has been working with his son because his son has been labeled with the terrorism charges. Even she herself. Nnamdi Kanu have said he don't want this woman to continue with his case. This woman also have said she don't want to continue with this case. She will not be the one to try Nnamdi Kanu. But the Nigerian government, and with the help of the Attorney General, they keep pushing this same part. They keep trying to make everything look fake. They keep trying to anything that concerns the Biafrans, anything that concerns any small leakage, any small hole where the Biafrans can breathe small air from, they block it. Because they know what they are doing, and what they are doing is to march on us and marginalize us and continue their criminal activities in Southeast. And continue their destruction and criminal activities in Southeast. Most of these governors that came out and telling you about Nnamdi Kanu, they themselves have funded their own security unit and their own vigilante group. If you go to Anambra now, you can hear of Operation Udogachi. This is a well-funded personal security unit by Soludo. He funded them with 900 million naira. If you go to Imo State, you can hear of the Ebubago. These are militants from Asari Dokombo. Asari Dokombo came out on the live video and a live interview and said some of his boys are fighting insurgency in Okigwe. So these are pure militant boys that these governors keep recruiting for their own political gain. So these people don't want the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They should stop telling us about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. For how long? What are they adjoining for? If truly you guys went to see your so-called zoo president, your so-called Tinubu, if all of you in your numbers can go and meet Tinubu, if you know that you are fighting for the freedom and the peace and you are fighting for the insecurities in Southeast, all of you going together to go and meet Tinubu must surely give us a good response. But you are still talking about Nnamdi Kanu for your own political gain. None of you want him to be released. Hope Uzodinma don't want Mazi Nnamdi to be released. Soludo don't want him to be released. So stop faking. Stop using propaganda in the release of Mazi Nnamdi. It's not a joke. It's not a joke that you kidnap somebody from Kenya and you keep him in DSS custody for close to 4 years now. Because of what? Because he's agitating. Because he's agitating for his people. He's agitating for the liberation and freedom of Biafra. Biafra that have fought the Nigerian government. Biafra that have been on conventional war with the Nigerian government. We fought the Nigerian government for complete 4 years, 80 to 3 years, and lost close to 3 million people. So it's not a new thing. And the Nigerian government have massacred a lot of Biafrans. Remember the killings that happened in Asaba. So it's not a new record. We have the record and we know the law. The Nigerian government can't even obey their own law. They can't obey their own law. The law states, the appeal court states that Mazi Nnamdi cannot be tried anywhere in Nigeria because you kidnapped him from Kenya illegally. Illegally. There is no legal means of processes between you and Kenya. You did that on your own power. You kidnapped him, and since then you have dumped him in DSS custody, where he's been maltreated and treated badly by this so-called DSS personnel. So we are not new to the game. We know what the Nigerian government is doing. You are playing with the Biafrans. You keep playing with us. We were rejoicing yesterday that this court meeting will bring up a positive end. We were rejoicing that at least this deputy speaker and these so-called politicians that have come out to talk about the release of Mazi Nnamdi, we were hoping that it will be successful. At least let the release him first. We don't know the kind of restrictions and the conditions you are trying to give Mazi Nnamdi for his own liberation and for the liberation of his people. But the fact is that no matter what you do, no matter you try to do anything, there are so many Mazi Nnamdi out there ready to pick up our agitation. There are so many Simon Ekpa out there ready to pick up this agitation. So you can never defeat the people's army. You can never defeat freedom. No matter how hard you try to cover every means of air the Biafrans can use to survive, you try to cover everything so that you can collapse and keep continue your criminal activities in Biafra land, your extortion, your detention, because you are making a lot of money in Biafra land with your different checkpoints. You have numerous numbers of checkpoints in Biafra land, and you are making thousands of dollars from those checkpoints. So that is the gain. Plus all the security levy. All these governors are living in fun. They know how much the state government have increased in their own state levy. What they do is that when they get these allocations, they go to the barrack, they buy 2 or 3 vehicles for the chief commander or for the generals in barracks, and they call it a game. Or they use 90 million naira to fund their own personal security units. Or they go and buy some different boss, different healers for policemen, and they will rejoice that the governor have done great thing for them. Their security allocation is close to how many billion naira? So who is deceiving who? Nigerian government, who is deceiving who? You can't keep treating our leader this way. If you know you are tired of him, take him to the Ego Square. You can hang him there or let him face a suicide shooting. If that will make you happy. Stop playing with him. Stop playing around with the liberation and freedom of the people of Biafra. But believe me, very soon the Nigerian government will have no other option than to sit on a round table with us to discuss our referendum and our freedom. That is it. It must surely happen, and it must surely happen one day. Biafra will surely come one day, and that is a fact. That is a fact, a real fact. So I will be sharing the video now. If you are just joining us now, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button so that you can check back our previous videos. We have been giving legit information, raw data regarding what is happening in Finland. That's between the Nigerian government and the Finnish authorities, and also the war between the Nigerian Zoo Army and the Biafran Defense Force, Biafran Resistance Fighters, and the Biafran Liberation Army. So we will keep defending our land. Don't worry, we will keep defending our land, no matter the enemies the Nigerian state or Musa try to invade and destroy and massacre different communities in Biafra land. We will keep defending our land. Now stay tuned, subscribe, share this video, and share your opinions on the comment section as we talk about more about the release of Mazi Nnamdi. Now listen to this video I'm about to share now. Then you understand what we are talking about. Now listen.
Thank you, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. We also want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, for your resilience, for your steadfastness, for what you do. You are also the reason for the season. We thank you for what you do for Biafrans. We thank you for standing the ground that Biafra must be free. And I want to let you know, Biafra is already a free nation. We've declared our independence on the 29th of November. 2024 in Lahti, Finland. No one, nobody can tamper with that. That is a promise we Biafrans are giving you. We also want to use this opportunity to thank our defense forces, the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Security, the disciplined Biafra Security being assembled to protect the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra, despite the killings being perpetrated by the Nigerian state, using the delegitimized Southeast and South governors and their agents inside Biafra land, including Ibubago, the Operation Udogat, all these criminals inside Biafra land. Your time is running out. It is a promise. United States of Biafra is a sovereign state. Any foreign occupation by Nigeria inside Biafra at this point is criminal. We've already instructed Nigeria to leave. Anything you're doing at this point, at this time, inside Biafra land is illegal by all classic world international standard, by the United Nations standard, by the African Charter standard. Any presence of Nigeria agent, Nigeria office, Nigeria security inside Biafra land at this point, not authorized by this United States of Biafra government, is illegal and it is a crime. We've already told you to leave Nigeria. We've already instructed you to leave. You know, for peace to reign, you must leave the Biafra territory, the 40 states of Biafra. If you do not know, ask the question and leave. So we thank the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces, the Biafra Navy, and there is only one nation, the United States of Biafra, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, deputized by my humble self, Dr. Ngozoro Boese, the Chief of Staff and Deputy Prime Minister to the United States of Biafra. That is where we are at this point. We thank all the 40 state governors that have been working day and night to make sure they fulfill the plans laid down by the United States of Biafra and their executives. We thank all the secretaries of the cabinet of the United States of Biafra. We also thank the cabinet members of the United States of Biafra. We thank all the stakeholders in the United States of Biafra. We also thank all the allies. We got a lot of allies. We got a lot of people helping us privately that some of you do not know. Financially, morally, helping us to make this journey very, very quick. Quicker than even how some of us expect. We thank them. We thank the United States of America for standing up. We thank President Trump for what he is doing to ensure that the killing, the genocide being committed inside Biafra land is taken care of. And we thank you, President Donald Trump and your executives, for what you do for Biafra people. Again, everything doesn't have to be in the public domain. But we know